Welcome to another episode of Solitaire Quest. I'm the Blood Knight of the Old Republic of Bloodganistan. Like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, as a palate cleanser to Batwhammon, I've decided to review